Thank you. So I really must admit, when it comes to dating, I'm an asshole. But I wasn't always that way. I'm the only boy and the last kid of 4. I have 3 older sisters. I was raised by a bunch of women, bunch of aunts, grew up in church, a bunch of women. So I was raised to be the nice guy. I was raised to be very respectful. Until there was this young lady that I had a huge crush on, my first preteen crush. I'm sitting there. We used to talk all the time. Her name's Marilyn. And we talked, we laughed, we had so much fun together. And I didn't believe in myself. I heard her whispering, oh, Tony's cute. And I didn't believe that, but you really have to believe in yourself. And that time, I really did. She sat in front of me in church, and I wrote a note. Well, to me, it was a text message. But we didn't have cell phones back in the 80s. I wrote a note that says, would you be my girlfriend? Check the box. Yes, no, maybe. I'm sitting behind her, and I'm like, okay, do this, give her a note. I'm going through these things in my head. Do this, give her a note, just give her a note, give her a note. Be quiet, be quiet. This actually, this, she's going to say yes. No, she's not. This is So I work up the nerve. I tap on her shoulder. She turns around. Hey, Tony. I'm like, hey, Farrah. Here. Give her a note. She turns around and says, what's this? I'm like, oh, this. Just read it. I'm sitting in church. So I grew up in a Pentecostal church. You don't know? 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Guess what? Hour 1, hour 2, hour 3. How to get the note back? I'm like, how hard is it to check it down? Do she need a pencil? She can put this with blood or something. Give me this, tell me something. Well, I never got it back. I was completely crushed. A few years passed by. I'm outside playing with the neighborhood girls. We all preteen, we're teens and going through puberty, and little mannish little boy. I'm like, ooh, look at. But we're playing in the water, so they're wet. I'm wet. We're out there just having fun, and then they start laughing. I'm like, what are they laughing at? Then I realized I felt a breeze. They came behind me and pulled my pants and my underwear down. I looked down, and guys, it was a little chilly. I was soaking wet. And it was shrinkage. I'm like, oh, I see that. I worked up the courage and the confidence. I pulled my pants up and I went home. 4 years in high school, because we all went to high school together. I didn't date. And let that time pass by. I joined the military. And it was, things are, I'm like, dating life is like, okay, but I'm seeing young ladies dating guys that they really don't want to be with. But the guys who really wanted to be with them, they didn't want any part of them. So nice guys were finishing last when I was growing up. And I'm like, okay, so bad guys get the girls. Nice guys are friend zone. So I'm like, okay, I need to change this. So I became a little bit of an asshole. I started ghosting girls that would give me their number. I just get the number and I wouldn't go on a date with them. Or they were, just doing crazy things and not giving them compliments and just to me, some pretty mean things. I wasn't being disrespectful. I'm not an abuser, mentally or physical or emotionally, but, well, I guess it was emotional because if you were liking me, I was like, kind of pushing you to the side. I had a crush on you also, but I just didn't want to be hurt anymore. I even took this young lady on our very first date to the movies. We got to the movies. She says she wanted some popcorn. I said, I'd like to get some popcorn, but I left the movie theater to get Burger King. That's when they started the 2-for-1 special. Brought her back in my leather coat, and she says, "What took you so long?" I said, "I brought you Burger King." She's like, "You cheap mother." She didn't say that, but I'm like, so I give her Burger King. I can't remember right now if she ate it or not because eyes forward, I didn't want to look at her. And so that was a very good relationship. And I'm like, okay, this is going to work out. But then I started getting scared. This is Anthony. What if she hurts you? What if she does this? What if she does that? And I'm like, okay. Then I started treating her not so nice. She told me she loved me, and I pushed her away. I pushed her away so hard. We lived in San Diego, California. Pushed her away so hard, she moved to Kansas. And then I realized, I'm thinking that, no, I didn't know she moved to Kansas. I'm thinking that she just, we broke up and things are over. And, one of her girlfriends, about a month later, says, "Oh no, she moved to Kansas. And she got a new boyfriend." I'm like, what? So I convinced her girlfriend just to give me her phone number, just to give her a call and talk things out, to see how she's doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I got to get her back. Because if I back up just a little bit, this thing called law of attraction, I thought it was just about attracting the one that you really want to be with. And so in my time that I wasn't dating, I wrote down a list of, the things that I liked. I wanted her a certain height, I wanted a certain hair, certain complexion and body type, and all these things that I actually wanted. And I'm looking at the list, I'm like, dude, she had all these things on your list and you let her get away. And so I was like, okay. I started talking to her again and like, okay. Eventually, I ended up getting her back. And make a long story short, she's right here in the audience right now. We've been together for 31 years. And, and every now and then, today, I'm not a 100% asshole. But 2 weeks ago, I went down to Texas, and there's this Texas whiskey that she really loves. I was down there for 3 days. And she says, for 3 days, she asked me 5 or 6 times, bring me back the bottle, bring me back the bottle, bring me back. Every time we talk, bring me back the bottle. I come back without a bottle. And so I have a new name for myself. I'm a nice hoe.